LR Super Saiyan Goku, Gohan, and Trunks headline the worldwide download celebration. Here's everything you need to know. Goku, Gohan, and Trunks lead All-Out Struggle, Super Saiyans, and Power of Wishes, giving them 3 ki and 170% to HP attack and defense. They also give an additional 30% to HP attack and defense for units who are also in Movie Heroes and Connected Hope. Let's take a look at their passive. The trio gives themselves 3 ki and 200% to attack and defense. They randomly change ki orbs of a certain type to Fizz ki orbs. They also give themselves an additional 2 ki per Fizz ki orb obtained, and an additional 1 ki per type ki orb obtained. This means if they obtain 1 Fizz orb, they will gain 4 ki from it instead of the usual 2 ki, and if they pick up any other ki orb, they will get 2 ki instead of 1 ki. The trio provides support to all allies, giving 3 ki and 50% to attack. They reduce damage received by 30% temporarily if they are hit by a super, and gain an additional 30% to defense when receiving an attack for every 3 ki. This means if they are at 24 ki and are hit, they will gain an additional 240% to defense. If the trio gets 12 ki or more, they gain an additional 150% to attack. If they get 18 ki or more, they launch 2 additional attacks, which have a high chance to become supers. And if they get 24 ki, all attacks become effective against all types. Finally, if there's another Movie Heroes or All-Out Struggle ally in the same turn, they gain an additional 15% damage reduction, and give all allies 77% defense for 2 turns. With their passive fully built up, the trio will have 450% attack, 517% defense, and 45% damage reduction if they take a super, then 15% for the rest of the turn. Let's take a look at their supers. Their 18 ki super greatly raises attack and defense for 3 turns, causes mega colossal damage, and raises super class allies attack and defense by 30% for 1 turn. Their 12 ki super raises attack for 1 turn, causes colossal damage, and lowers the enemy's attack and defense. The trio also have a standby skill, where you exchange to Goku. To activate it, you need to be at 77% HP or less, or starting from the 5th turn. The standby lasts for 3 turns. To build the charge, Goku can be hit, increasing it by 3, have allies obtain Fizz ki orbs, increasing it by 2, or have allies obtain non-Fizz ki orbs, increasing it by 1. Let's take a look at the standby passive. While in standby, Goku cannot attack, except when his finish effect is activated. He gains 3 ki, attack and defense 259%, and guards all attacks. He changes int ki orbs to Fizz ki orbs, gains an additional 2 ki per Fizz ki orb obtained, and an additional 1 ki per non-Fizz ki orb obtained. He also gains an additional 30% defense when he takes an attack for every 3 ki, and if he's at 24 ki, he reduces damage received by 59%. Goku also gains an additional 20% to defense per ki orb obtained, and gives all allies 7% to defense for 2 turns per Fizz ki orb obtained. This means if Goku gets 7 Fizz ki orbs, he'll give allies 49% defense for 2 turns. And keep in mind, if you can get more than 7, the defense buff can build up even higher. Finally, he gains an additional 100% to attack when he activates his finish effect. Goku has 2 finish effects. To activate him, you need 40 or less charge, or 41 or more charge. The 40 or less finish effect temporarily raises attack by 15% and causes ultimate damage. The 41 or more finish effect temporarily raises attack by 20% and causes super ultimate damage. With Super Saiyan Goku, Gohan, and Trunks, we recommend building them with crits and dodge. The trio have lots in their kit already. The only thing lacking is crits, which we recommend putting a good amount into. The dodge chance is always helpful, but we don't recommend too much, as it is needed for Goku to get hit during the standby to build the charge count quicker. And we don't recommend too much into additional. The trio already have a good chance to super twice, and on top of that, they only build defense in their 18 ki, making a 4th shot at a super not as necessary.